Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today is the return of OMG Mondays. Yes, it's been a little bit of a hot minute since I've done OMG Mondays, and I wanted to have the returning episode be something that I just finally got out of, and which is retail during the holiday season. So today it's not like retail during the holiday season because I already did enough holiday episodes of OMG Mondays, but I compiled some Reddit stories from the subreddit Tales from Retail. It's a pretty fun subreddit for anyone that's like part of the retail biz, or just worked in customer service and wants a nice laugh and feel vindicated and feel like you're not alone in the situations that you're in. Also, I know my lips, I'm dealing with a dry lip problem and I don't know what's going on, but I'm working on it. But yeah, I am just gonna be reading a couple of stories and also maybe sprinkling a little bit of my own anecdotes mixed in with these stories, and I hope you guys enjoy. Sit back, relax, and also for 2024 I wanted to start this new thing called Drink of the Week, where I show you guys what I'm drinking, because I do get kind of parched when I'm reading these stories, because I'm whispering, and whispering kind of puts a little more strain on your vocal cords. So I like to have a little bit of a drink with me, and today I am drinking just some good old water. I watched this YouTuber named The Gorgeous Monet, and she said make sure to drink water or your pee doesn't look like the end of a fish fry. And after hearing that, I'm like, yeah, my parents just did some fried chicken the other day and I saw the leftover oil, and I'm very accurate. So make sure you drink your water so your pee doesn't look like the aftermath of a fish or chicken fry. Alright, so yeah. So I have a couple of stories in here. I don't know if we'll get into all of them today, but I'll try to make sure to get as many stories as possible. Alright, so the first story is titled Why Would I Know What You Want it's Why Would I Know What You Want When You Also Don't Know What You Want. So I already kind of pre-read these stories. I know it doesn't give my full reaction, but I just want to make sure that these stories aren't bad, because I remember one episode, if you guys remember, I had two poop stories in a row. So yeah. So the story reads, what is it with people not knowing the name of something, expecting us to know it? It's a general story. If I had the brain capacity to have extensive knowledge on every item we sell, I wouldn't be stocking shelves for a living. This lady stops me in the store and asks where the crackers are. That's not my department, so I search it up on the system. As I'm doing so, she points to this other worker and says, that boy told me where they were and he was wrong. I tell her that they're where he said they were. Turns out when she asked where the crackers were, she meant an entirely different item that's in a different place. I had to figure this one out, as she had no clue what they were called. I tell her where they are, then she tells me to fetch them for her and find her in the checkouts. On top of that, she gave me instructions on how many packs to get. If they have the 6 packs, get 2. If they have the 12 pack, get 1. She literally had to walk past them to get to the checkouts. This is my job description. I'm not your personal servant. I help people getting items that they physically can't get them, but if she very much could, and they were on the route for her. So it's a nice mix of being rude, expecting us workers to read her mind, and being mad that we can't, then making me run around doing her shopping for her and to hand deliver them to her for literally no reason. Very cheeky. I also had someone ask me to tell them where juice for babies was. She wanted a specific one. I tried explaining that if I don't have a name or any other description of the specific item, I literally can't help her. I went through all the juice that marketed for kids, innocent smoothies, fruit jus, etc. I think this is probably European or UK, because I don't know what these are. I don't even know what juice for babies is. Like, I know, like, kids' fruit juice, like, maybe juice boxes, but, like, I don't know, like, what a baby juice is. And none of it was right. I tried to explain that I can't just search up baby juice because nothing would come up, but she just kept staring at me, waiting for an answer. Older people do the same thing with printering. They expect me to know what printer they have, and then start pointing out printers, saying it looks like that. All printers look like that. Sorry, I missed the training day where we all go to your house and see your printer. So yeah, I've had a couple of instances where people like expect me to know where things are, or people ask me certain things but I don't even know. Like, I work self-checkout and registers at Kohl's. So like, the only time I walk around the store and look at and go into like different departments is when I am like putting away 500s / go backs and stuff like that. But I like know where like certain things are, but I don't know where like a specific thing is. Like, if they ask me, oh, where are your women's like sleepwear? Like, it's over by bedding, or like, where's your like kids section? It's like, oh, it's right next to customer service. Like, I wouldn't really like know specifics and stuff. Like, a guy asked me like, oh, like, where is women's pajamas? And I was like, oh, just go past Sephora, turn left, and you'll get there. And he was like, can you just walk me there? And I'm like, he was a capable man. He was a middle-aged capable man, and he could do it for me. And like, I can't like walk him there because like I have my own job. And I was like I can't really do that. But thankfully I had another coworker right there, because like, if you guys don't know, Kohl's is separated into different sections, and each section has a specific person that covers those sections, like men's, women's, kids, intimates, accessories, all that stuff. All have different people. Well, sometimes they're clumped together, like juniors, accessories, and intimates are all kind of lumped into one, or maybe like men's and luggage is mixed into one, and there were things like that, because small sections are jumbled up together, but like more bigger sections, like we have a really big women's section, so like women's plus, petites are much more like covered by different people. So yeah. And then I also had like this guy, I was literally putting away 500s, and he asked me like, oh, can I get your help with something? And he was like, oh, can you give me this shoe, and this shoe, and this size, because I was next to the homeware section. That's where also our shoes are. He asked me, oh, could you give me this shoe, and this size, this shoe, and that size, and that size. It was like, I understand, because I was right next to the shoe section, that he probably thought I was in the shoes, but like, I literally like froze, and I'm like, I was gonna literally say like, oh, I don't work in the shoe section, I work in registers. But thankfully I had another coworker that was working in shoes, say like, oh, I can help you. And like, I feel like a lot of people kind of like have the audacity thinking like, oh, this person works here, he obviously knows where everything is. But I'm like, no, I don't really know like where everything is. Like, I know like specific general, like, oh, where's the returns? Returns is that way. Oh, where's like also I had a lady ask me, oh, where's the women's beauty section? And I was like, you mean Sephora? I was like, no, the women's beauty section. I was like, well, unfortunately we did get rid of our women's beauty section for Sephora, so Sephora is the only place that sells makeup in Kohl's now. Because I do remember before the pandemic, before they put in Sephora, they did have a women's like actual makeup section that was like, had like a bunch of random products. I remember it had like pH, the Balm, Profusion, like different things like that. It was kind of like how JCPenney is now, where instead of having Sephora, they have like their own JCPenney beauty section. So yeah, like I feel like customers kind of like have this like thing like, oh, they work here, so they obviously know where everything is. When like, no, we don't. We each have our own section, so we don't really know where everything is. So yeah, but long tangent aside, yeah, that is kind of an annoying story. So yeah, let's do this short one. Alright, this is more of a conversation, so I'm gonna kind of read it as a conversation, so follow me along here. But first, let's take a sip of our water. Also, before we get started, a little fun tidbit about I found out that my work break room, we have a water and ice machine. Our ice machine like dispenses that good like Chick-fil-A Sonic Ice, and it's like so good. Alright, so the title is Please Show Me Your Photo ID. So it goes, me, I need to see your driver's license or photo ID to access your account. And it goes, them 029794, me, I need to see your license. Them, my license number is 02, me, I need to see a card with your name and photo. Them 79, me, for the purpose of confirming your identity. Them 427, what's the problem? Don't you know how to do your job? Me, sir, your license is expired. You have to get it renewed before I can access your account. Then what? No, it hasn't. Pulls out license and shows your expiration date. Oh, never mind then. I have now identified the account. Now I just need to read the 6-digit PIN I just sent to your phone, and I can open the account for you. But I didn't bring my phone. Yeah. So this is the thing at Kohl's too. So Kohl's, we have our Kohl's card, our Kohl's credit card, and you use your ID or a form of identification to use for. Oh, I think I have something. Oh my god. I had a piece of pepper stuck in my teeth from dinner. I've worked like registers and stuff, and some people don't either have their card with them or they use their ID to look up their card. So like the whole spiel is like, you give me your ID. I scan their ID because they have a barcode on the back of the ID. I'm not going to show you because it's my ID. But if you look on the back of your ID, there is, well, for California, that is, there is a bottom. There's like a little top barcode where like the black strip is. And there's like a bottom, like a thicker ID, like barcode type thing. And that's what we scan to get your, to pull up your identification. But then you also have to put in your social security number. And I had a guy who was literally, well, because it was partly my fault too, but I asked him like, oh, like to look up your account, because he gave me the statement, and the statement did not have, because the statements usually have a barcode. He gave me the part of the statement that didn't have the barcode on it, and I was like, oh, you need to give me your mom's social security number. Like, obviously, you just need to tell me. But he said, type it in. He was like, well, I'm not going to give you my mom's social security number. I can't just give that out. And I was like, sir, well, I can't really look up your mom's account if you can't give me a form of, like, identification. I was like, well, I can give you the last 4 numbers, but I'm not going to give you my social security number. Who do you think I am? I was like, well, sir, I was, like, asking, my manager, like, manager, how do we, like, look up their account if we can't use their social security number? Like, oh, use their account number. He was like, he tried freaking yelling in my walkie. He didn't, like, grab it or anything, but I was like, because our walkies have, like, a big button on it that we hold, and we speak into it. I already had the button, like, oh. He was like, oh, I have the account number. I have the account number. I think it's the account number. Like, freaking get all mad at me. And I was like, well, I didn't know that. Obviously I know now because, like, I don't work in that part of the registers that often, so I wouldn't know everything. And the statements, like, you get, like, a mailed in statement about it. But yeah, it was just, like, so annoying having to deal with that. But it was so annoying. And, like, I had this lady who had an expired driver's license who tried getting access to her account for a return when I worked in customer service at Kohl's for a little bit. And she gave me, like, I know, like, if you, in California, or I don't know if that's everywhere, you get, like, for your, if you have, like, a driver's license and you're getting renewed, but you can't, like, get it, you're not going to get it right away. while it's coming in the mail, you get like a paper one. We can't really do that. We can't really use any of that information because we need like an actual barcode to scan, and there's no barcode on those kinds of like paper like licenses and stuff. And she was getting all mad at me, saying like, oh, like why can't you use it and all that stuff. And it's just like, it's so annoying when like, especially with old people. Like I understand like everything's changing so fast, but I feel like old people don't give any young people any grace. Be like, oh, you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to do that, you don't know how to use like a rotary phone, or you don't know how to like write a check. I was like, well, can you able to use your phone to look it up, or can you look it up on your phone without having your freaking like? I also hate it when like their old people have like their fonts on like huge fonts, because when they pull up a barcode, the barcode is like cut in half and they have to turn their phone, and they always have like this old janky phone, and it's like I have to scan it and I have to like flip it over. It's like not working that well, or it's like really slow. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna read you guys one more story and then we'll be done. This one, it is one that I deal with a lot too, especially during the holidays. So this one, it reads, I don't like anything you sell here. Why can't I get cash for this gift certificate? Alright, let's do this. I worked at the customer service desk for a catalog showroom type store in the 1990s. And this was a national chain store and had been around for decades. There were companies that would give their employees gift certificates for a store in lieu of cash bonuses. The reality was that their employer was trying to be generous and didn't want their workers to be taxed on their bonus, quote, in quotes. But the employees were furious. We can always tell when these companies had their Christmas parties because over the next few days we would see an influx of visitors wielding gift certificates. Invariably, we would have a few people come in and walk straight to the service desk demanding refunds on the certificates. It amazed me that all they thought they had a unique argument for why we should give them cash. I think my favorites were, you don't sell anything I like / need here. We sold housewares, electronics, sporting goods, power tools, toys, and jewelry. I guess it's possible they wanted groceries or auto parts, but they were basically angry they didn't have fiscal autonomy because their employer made this decision for them. The same tricks were attempted each year. Once they were told that we couldn't refund the certificate, they would buy 2 packs of D-cell batteries, expect to get cash for the remaining. Nope. We just cut them a decreased gift certificate for the balance. They would buy something for the full certificate amount and then return it with the receipt. We issue the refund as a gift certificate or store credit. They would buy something for the full certificate amount and then return it and say they lost the receipt. We would issue a refund as a store credit, but additionally it would be with the lowest sale price for the past 90 days. The people would be spitting mad at us if it were our fault that their companies made the gift certificate decision. If it got to the point after a few years that I recognized some of the people and they tried the same stunts each year. Oh my god. So working in customer service, us learned a few things. So when you use like whenever we have a non-receipted return, we have to give a store credit. And people get like upset, like, why can't I get a store credit? Why can't I get cash? I was like, well, unfortunately, due to not having the receipt, we can't fully know that you bought this item. Even though, yeah, we know that they bought the item, so we can only give a store credit. We can't give cash or go back to your card. And also, with Kohl's Cash, since you're returning a lot of the items, your Kohl's Cash gets depleted. So, like, say you have $20 Kohl's Cash and you do, like, a big return, your Kohl's Cash will go down to, like, $10 instead of $20, and people will, like, buy stuff. It's like, oh, I had, like, 20 on here, and we'll ask you, like, oh, did you do a return? It was like, yes, but why does that matter? I was like, well, unfortunately, due to, like, how returns work, we cannot, your Kohl's Cash gets depleted, and, you only get a portion of the Kohl's Cash back since part of your Kohl's Cash went like part of your goals cash was given through these items and stuff like that. So yeah, and then like I had another lady who told me, like, who could not get the point. I could not understand the point I was making. Like, I had this lady come in to the register and she was buying stuff, and she had like, because for Kohl's rewards, you members at the beginning of every month, I keep saying at the beginning of every month, when if you spend a certain amount through like $5 for thresholds, like if you get $5 in rewards points, you get $5 in Kohl's cash at the beginning of every month, at the beginning of that month. And like this lady got $10 in Kohl's cash, and only like maybe like about $5 was left, like $4 or something, between $4 and $5 was left over. And I was like, well, unfortunately, ma'am, due to your return, your Kohl's cash was depleted, and so you can't use, so only a little bit of your Kohl's cash was left over from that $10. And she was like, well, I just got this. I was like, well, it was issued to you at the beginning of the month, and due to you having a return, you can't use all of it. You can't have all of it because due to the return, and it like depletes. And she was like, well, I don't understand that. Why would they give me the full amount if you're gonna just take it away? And I was like, well, due to the return, due to the way the return works, you do get a certain amount taken off of your Kohl's cash when you do a return. And she was like, well, I just don't understand this. Why is it that like that? Why didn't they just give me that amount then, if you're just gonna take it away? And I was like, well, ma'am, that's not how that works. And she just kept getting all upset with me and stuff like that. But yeah, just like dealing with like old people and not understanding how Kohl's cash work. It's just like I love some old people, like the old people that get like really nice to me about like helping them with like self-checkout and stuff, but like the old people that get like all rude and stuff and not understanding like what I'm talking about is always the old people that annoy me the most. Alright, so yeah, that is all the stories that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the kind of return to OMG Mondays. And also, I have a little bit of announcement. You guys know, months ago, I did a little series where I built a Lego set in ASMR, and I like did gum chewing and all of this. So, if you guys watched my ASMR Christmas gift haul video, you guys know I got like a Lego set, like a Lego like type set for Christmas from my sister. And this upcoming Wednesday, I will be starting up the series, and I'm going to be building that Lego set from scratch. I don't have it with me, but I will be building it for you guys on Wednesday and every Wednesday, because like I was like, I don't want to get rid of OMG Mondays, and I was kind of thinking I was changing it to Wednesdays, because that's when that OMG Mondays was the filler series for that. But I've kind of started to like OMG Mondays, so now here is my schedule. So it's gonna be OMG Mondays, the Lego video, and then on Wednesdays, and then a random video on Fridays for the upcoming future until I finish that Lego set. So yeah, that is the future, and I am super excited to start building this Lego set with you guys, because I had a whole lot of fun the last time, and I can't wait to see how this goes this time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow the Instagram that I typically do. For those who follow the Instagram, I did upload a photo. I did upload make a post on Instagram, and if you guys want to know whenever I upload a new video, just follow me on the Instagram there, and I want to start uploading like Instagram like real exclusive content there soon, hopefully, but I'm going to try to figure it out, so don't expect it to come anytime soon.